What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so I got a request from one of my subscribers. Shout out to that subscriber to listen to the Man Down Sports podcast, and it was a recent episode where he was being inundated by LeBron fans who were outraged and irate at the fact that they feel like there are people who are, as they keep putting it, praying for Bronny's downfall. Okay, even though Bronny has a guaranteed $1 million contract, people are praying for his quote unquote downfall. Even though his father's a billionaire, and Bronny's probably, knocking on wood, is going to live a life of luxury that a lot of these roach infested apartment dwelling subhuman knuckle draggers aren't going to even be able to dream about. But they are making Bronny out to be some pariah, even though he's getting nothing but wall to wall media coverage from fake sports and BSPN. So it doesn't. I'm lost. I tried to listen to the entire 45-minute video, but I only made it to about 10 minutes because it's 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 very grating on your nerves to try to listen to unintelligible gobbledygook. You know what I'm saying? This is basically what I was hearing. My nigga, look, my nigga, look, y'all praying a nigga downfall, man. Well, you know what you're doing, nigga. You know what you're doing. Every time, man, y'all just be hating on this nigga, man. The fuck, man. I couldn't listen to that shit, man. I couldn't listen to it. I couldn't listen to it. It's and the thing I kept realizing is they kept accusing. The thing I noticed is they kept accusing people of hating on Bronny, right? But really, these guys don't give a crap about Bronny. See, Bronny is an extension of LeBron. And what it really is these guys were hoping that Bronny would perform at a level that would shut people up. So now that he's being, at least right now, exposed as not being worthy of the attention that he's getting, they're trying to deflect and play this, oh, you guys are picking on Bronny. And from what I could tell, most people are just critiquing his basketball. There's some people that make it more than about that and making it about other stuff. And I condemn all that. I don't have an issue with Bronny. But we're not going to sit up here and act like this guy ain't playing like shit. Look, most of us said absolutely nothing when he was in high school because he was a kid. We didn't even say anything when he was in college because he was a kid. And most of us were absolutely destroyed when he suffered his cardiac arrest last summer. I know I was. I would venture to say we cared more than most of them did. All these young kids dropping like flies. I have my theories as to what's behind it, but I'm not going to say it on YouTube. But no, now he's entering the pros. See, that's what happens when you're a professional. You're getting paid now. He's getting paid to perform. And he's doing a job that is, fans come to see. They cater to us. A lot of us pay subscriptions to watch the games, right? We pay subscriptions to watch the game. So therefore, we have a right to our opinion as to whether or not we think he's playing well. I don't think he's playing well. Even he said he's in a slump. I don't think it's a slump because it'd be different if he had a body of work where he has shown an inclination to be able to shoot, and then this is a little slump. This is what we've been seeing, and what we've been seeing is a guy that doesn't seem to be able to shoot, seems lost out there on the court, and doesn't like he belongs in the league, and they know it. They know it. But, these guys are incapable, for the most part, of critical thinking. They are. They're incapable of that. And talking to one of them is literally like trying to converse um, in philosophy with a brick wall. You're not going to get anything back substantively, you know. Um, I've been saying for a very, very long time that talking to these dudes is like talking to a person who is a religious fanatic, I should say. That's what it's like. See, they don't mind if you worship and praise LeBron, just like people who are religious fanatics don't mind if you pray and worship their God. But the minute you say something critical about their God, they get infinitely, they get, excuse me, they get very, very, very hostile toward you. Some religions, they even want to end you. And we're starting to see that. I've been warning for years that these people are in a cult. It's not about sports. It reminds me of Trump fanatics. It reminds me of Caitlin Clark fanatics. As I've said before, we're no longer a society that is deeply entrenched in religion, but it's in human nature to want to worship something that is perceived as bigger and better than you are. So we have replaced this. I've said this 1,000 times. We've replaced religion with sports. We worship sports. Sports has been a huge uh, part of our consciousness forever, forever. Going back to the beginning of the dawn of the republic, we've loved sports. You know what I'm saying? Boxing used to be outlawed in most states back in the 19th century, but they still held boxing, surreptitiously in certain areas. Um, and at one point in time, boxing was king, damn near king at least. Boxing and baseball was king, the chief pastimes, the sports of this world, of this country, I should say. Um, we love sports, and I think sports has become too important. Sports used to be a pastime. Now, more and more people, whether it's due to financial gain or the prevalence of sports in our consciousness, since we've become more and more of a youth culture, younger people participate in sports, or at least show an inclination to have interest in sports. And because we don't really pay attention to the issues that really matter, we become more of a hedonistic culture. And being that we are more and more influenced by what we desire or we find entertaining, sports has rose higher and higher on the list as far as priorities. And you combine that with the fact that we're not a religious society anymore. We worship these people. We worship them. Um, and that's what we're seeing right now. It's a perfect storm. And when you have a whole bunch of casuals out there who don't really like the sport, but like the personality, that's what happens. That's why we're clashing with these low IQ cretins who spew nonsense and gibberish and make nonsensical threats to people who they don't know, worshiping these people's opinions. I'm not worshiping, but thinking about other people's opinions. If a person's opinion about a sports athlete that neither of you know enrages you to the point where you can call in, see, it's one thing if, say, you just engaging in a vigorous debate. See, what a lot of these knuckle draggers don't understand is that when you look at television and these people are debating one another, or wrestlers are fighting and cussing at one another, behind the scenes, even lawmakers, when they're calling each other the worst things, behind the scenes, these guys are playing cards, having drinks, uh, hitting up the town, the nightlife with each other. It's all for show, for the most part. Even when you look at debate shows and they're screaming at one another, they're passionate about their opinions, but they're friends behind the scenes. This is lost upon the. Ooh, almost said it on here. This is lost upon the you know what. It's lost upon them. So they really think that you're supposed to go around hating people if they don't think the same way you think. And what's really infuriating about it is the fact that it's always aimed at people that look like you. You see what I'm saying? Skip Bayless can go around. I guarantee you, Skip Bayless can say the worst things about Bronny, and they wouldn't care because these, you know what I'm saying, caramel dipped white supremacists, um, they they're trained to worship, not worship. They're trained to respect, and then again, maybe to a certain extent, even worship certain people's opinions because they have a right to their opinion. But people like me, I'm supposed to follow. I'm supposed to just follow the script and fall in line. I'm not an individual. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to Man Down Sports for keeping it a buck and being professional, even when you have to deal with um, the scum of society. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't call it that. I shouldn't say scum. But at the end of the day, it's bad. It's bad, man. To be that damn pissed off about sports doesn't make any damn sense. These dudes are more inclined to want to end their freedom off of people they don't know than take up for, you know what I'm saying, people that they do know. You know what I'm saying? Uh, it's just crazy, man. But anyway, tell me what you guys think.